Okay, so we're going to start our little warm-up. Let's not forget about our breathing. Actually, Sue Lever has just told me about a nice little cue that this may help you. Think of an elevator lifting up on the inhale, and then on the exhale, the elevator doors closing. So if that works for you, use that. So zipping up through that pelvic floor, lift up, exhale, draw those ribs in. Shoulders down and back, nice and tall through the spine. Remember that chin slightly tucked in so we have a nice long neck. So bend out in front, a nice little spinal twist to begin. Inhale through the center, exhale as we twist to one side. This should feel lovely on the spine. Shh. Inhale, exhale. Once you've got the movement, now think about those abdominals activating. Think about your posture. One more each way. Then into our back stretch here, so the band comes around the back. Stretch out those shoulders. Then we're coming into our half forward fold. So lift up the belly, coming down, hinging at the hips. Soft bend in the knees, stretching through the back of the legs, and then lift up, inhale. Exhale as you come down. So push that bottom out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lovely stretch across those shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last set, inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going to come down into our lunge. So let's put the band under our right foot. Coming into a lunge, make sure your knees at 90 degrees, your knees and toes tracking straight ahead, your feet about hip distance apart. Your posture is beautiful. We're going to work our shoulders first. So we're going to, as we lift up out of the lunge, pull the band up to the front and then out to the side. So inhale down, squeezing glutes, hammies, quads, sucking the tummy. Exhale as you lift up, straight arm. Inhale down, exhale out to the side. So think about the muscles we're using. We're working these shoulders here. Lift up in front, inhale down, exhale out to the side. Once you've got the movement, think about your posture, nice and tall through that spine. Inhale down, exhale. Lift the belly. Two more sets. Up to the front, out to the side. Okay, lean forward. Now we're going to work the triceps. Now remember, this is the one that everyone brings that elbow down. You've got to keep the elbow up. So that leg is behind you. You're going to lift and lower the leg, squeeze in that glute. Work the triceps. Lift up the belly. Eye gaze to the top of the mat. Shoulders down and back. Lift the leg as you lift the forearm up. Keep the elbow up. Lower the leg. Up. down. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Same time, pushing the belly button up towards the spine. Squeezing the glute. Squeezing the tricep. So working on your balance and strength. Soft bend in the standing knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come forward. Bring that back leg to the front. We're going to lift up. Work the biceps now. So lock that elbow into your waist. Squeeze the bicep as you lift the leg. Lower down. Exhale, lift. So a little bit of standing abdominal work as well. Lift that leg. Squeeze the abdominals. Squeeze the bicep. Keep your posture tall through the spine. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Open up your hip. Open up your forearm. Keep that elbow locked in. Nice little rotator cuff movement here and a hip opener. For 4, nice and tall. 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Shake that off. Over to the other side. Other foot on top of the band. Coming back into your lunge. Make sure those feet are hip distance apart. Knees, toes tracking straight ahead. Posture. Coming up into the front first. So down we come. Inhale. Exhale, lift up, shoulder height. Inhale. Exhale out to the side. You should be feeling that in the shoulder. If not, maybe you need a little bit more tension on that band. Inhale down. Exhale out to the side. So really nice slow lift. Nice slow and control. Don't forget your posture. Squeeze the glute as you lift up. You're working your legs as well. One more each way. Lean forward, elbow up, nice and close to the body and up towards the ceiling. That's where it stays. Lifting the back leg, squeezing that glute. Sucking the tummy, eye gaze to the top of the mat. Lift and lower. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Once you've got the movement, start from the top of your head. Nice and tall through the spine. Chin slightly tucked in so your eye gaze out in front, down on the floor. Shoulders down and back. Squeeze your tricep. Push the belly button up towards your spine. Squeeze that glute. Soft bend in the standing leg. For 4, 3, keep the elbow up. 2, and 1. Lifting up tall. Elbow locked into the waist now. Working the bicep. Standing abdominals as you lift. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keep your posture. Squeeze the bicep. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Open out the knee and just the forearm. Strengthening that rotator cuff. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Shake that out. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of upper back work standing up today. So we're going to put our feet on top of either end of the band. And pull up in the middle. So we're just going to go into a deadlift to begin. Just come on the side here. So it's a bit like that half forward fold. The legs are straight, the back is straight. You're just hinging at that hip joint. Suck in the tummy, squeeze between your shoulder blades as you go down. So you're going to bring your hands down towards your knees. So posture first, nice and tall through that spine, and that's where you stay, but you just hinge from that hip joint. So inhale, zip up, exhale, lower down. Shh. Bring those hands down towards the knees. And then lift up, squeeze between the shoulder blades. And down. Eye gaze down when you come down, so you're in a right angle. Lift up. And down. So just straight legs, but that don't lock those knees, of course. And lift up. Shh. So the chin stays slightly tucked in, so you're looking straight ahead when you lift up. You're looking down at the mat when you come down. You should feel that in the glutes as well. Coming down, stretching out the glutes. Coming up, squeezing the glutes. Suck in that tummy. For 4, squeeze between the shoulder blades. 3, 2, and 1. Now come down, stay down, we're going to row. So a bent over row, elbows out to the side, lift up, squeeze between the shoulder blades. So you're bringing that band up towards your chest. Your eye gaze is down. Elbows wide, squeeze. Think about that V in the middle of your back, your scapula's coming down into the middle. Shh. Shh. Your legs are straight, just not locked. Squeezing your glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Now lift up. We're going to do an upright row. So the elbows come wide, lift the band up towards your chest. Keep those shoulders down, squeezing between your shoulder blades. Shh. 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 For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring those two together. So we're going to do a deadlift. Bend over row, pull up towards your chest. Lift up into an upright row. Deadlift down. Pull it up towards your chest. Lift up, bring it up towards your chest. Lower down. Lift. Up we come. Lift. Keep your posture. Suck in the tummy. Protect that lower back. Lift. Row. Down. Row. Lift. Row. Down. Suck in the tummy. Squeeze between those shoulder blades. Last time, lift up. Last time, lift down. Shh. And come back up. Good work. Shake that out. Now we're going to tie the band at the top of the knees. Have a little bit of resistance on that band. We're going to do some crab walks. So important to keep that your knees hip distance apart. So you're pulling on that band at all times. You've got that tension on the band. And then you're just walking a little bit out. So the knees, each time you come back in, stay at hip distance apart so you've got that tension on the band. You want to be pushing your bottom out pushing through your heels so you're working those glutes. Sucking in the tummy, shoulders down and back, and you're leaning forward slightly here. So your eye gaze is really going to be in front of you on towards the floor. We're going to go 3 on to one side, 3 on the other. So remember, keep those knees hip distance apart. One leg just goes a little further out. So you're working abductors and adductors. So let's start 3 to one side. Posture. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. 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 Back the other way. Keep nice and low. We're working those legs. Shh. Shh. Suck in the tummy. Shh. 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 You should be already feeling that in the glutes. Shh. 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 Can you bend a little lower? Shh. Stick your bottom out. Shh. 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 One more each way. 3, back the other way. Lift up, shake. This time 3 to one side, then we're going to lift the leg up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so 3 to one side, 3 leg lifts, 3 to the other side, 3 leg lifts. So nice and low, stick the bottom out, squeeze your glutes. Out we go. 1, 2, 3. Lift the leg as we lift up. Come down as we bring the leg down. 2, shh, 3, shh, 3 to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Lift that leg up. 1, down, 2, down, 3, down. Over to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Lift up, down, up, down. How's your posture? Up, down. Over to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Lift up, down, up, down, up, down. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Lift up, down, up. Push that bottom out. Squeeze those glutes. And 1, 2, 3. Lift up, down, up, down, up, down. Shake that out. We'll be working the glutes a lot today, so make sure you do some rolling. Get that little ball or the roller and roll on those glutes. Okay, end of the mat for your lovely little roll downs. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, draw those ribs in. Chin to chest, slide those hands down your legs. Head nice and heavy. Couple little nods with your head, yes and no. Grab your elbows and just swish from side to side. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, slowly roll up. Let's circle our shoulders. 1, 2, 3. And reverse. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, ribs to hips, chin to chest. Slowly roll down. Lift that belly, protect that lower back. Walk your hands out into your down dog and push down one heel at a time, stretching out those calves and Achilles. Coming down onto your knees. Now, level 1, you're going to stay in your plank on your knees, holding for a minute or so. Level 2, we're coming up to our toes and we're lifting up one leg at a time, 8 lifts on one leg, 8 on the other. Then you can rest in between the 3 sets. Level 3, you don't rest in between the sets. Okay, so pick your level. Level 1, you're on your knees in the modified plank. Make sure your bottom is down, back is straight, lifting up out of your shoulders, eye gaze down, nice long neck. Level 2, you're on your toes. Level 2, 3, you're on your toes. Suck in the tummy, protect that lower back. Push out of your shoulders. Lift one leg at a time, pushing up, straight leg, flex the foot, lift up for 8 without moving the torso. 6, squeeze that glute. 3, 2, 1, over to the other side. Don't move that body, just lifting the leg. Keep the torso perfectly still. 2 and 1, level 2 you can rest. Level 1 you can rest at any time, but try and stay there for that minute. Okay, back up we go. Lifting one leg at a time. 8, 7, 6, so it's a straight leg, lifting the whole leg, keeping your shoulders and hips square, and 1, over to the other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level 2 you can rest. Otherwise we're here. Bottom down, straight back, suck in the tummy, and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, over to the other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone resting. Back into your child's pose. Circle out those wrists. One way. And then the other. Okay, coming onto our side. We're going to come up onto our elbow, bend our knees, make sure that elbow is right underneath that shoulder. Bend your knees, make sure those feet are in line with your hips. Lift the waist, lift up out of your shoulder. Suck in that tummy. Work these abdominals as well as your glutes. Make sure the hips are stacked. Sometimes, for most people, it's bringing that hip forward more than you think you should. But I want those hips stacked on top of each other. When you open the leg, don't bring that hip back. So the hips stay right there. In fact, put your hand on your hips. Make sure they don't move. And you're just going to lift that leg up and down. Okay, inhale to prepare. Exhale, we're going to lift, push up against the band and hold it here. Make sure you're firing up the glute. Inhale down. 7, push up against that band. 6. Can you feel your abdominals working as well, lifting and lowering that leg? 4, 3, 2, and 1. If the band's too much for you, just undo the band and you work the glutes anyway without that resistance. Okay, otherwise we're going to bring the whole leg up now. So lift the whole leg up. 8, 7. Make sure you're squeezing that glute. 6. Suck in the tummy. 5. Lift up out of the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's pulse it up a little higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do our circles without moving the hips. 4 one way, 3 and 4, fall back the other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring it forward and back at hip height. Forward and back. Squeeze abdominals. Shh. And back. For 4, 3, 2, don't sink into the shoulders, and 1. Now, knee comes down, knee goes up. You're just at hip height. Don't let those hips rock back. And 4, 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give that a little whoosh. Second pass, and I'll tell you, these glutes are on fire. Okay, we're going to come down and do a bit of inner thigh work. So bring that top leg now out in front. Rest that down, rest your head into the shoulder. Still lift your waist away from that mat. Lengthen out that leg underneath and lift it up and lower. Lift it up and lower. So working those inner thighs. 4, 4 to go. 4, 3, so control it up, control it down, and 1. Now lift it up a little higher and pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circles one way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3. Lift the waist away from the mat. And 1. Now 8 more pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Over to the other side. Elbow underneath the shoulder. Bend those knees, feet in line with the hips. Make sure those hips are stacked. Hand on the hip to make sure they don't move. Lift up out of the shoulder, lift that waist, suck in the tummy. Lift that knee, hold it there, push against the band. Fire up that glute. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Feel that in those obliques working as well. Shh. And 4. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift the whole leg up to hip height. 8. Push up against that band. 7. So feet and knee are in line as you lift up. 5. Fire up the glute. That's what we're working. Lift up out of the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up at knee height and lift a little higher for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circles one way. 4. Don't move the hips. 3. Suck in the tummy. 2, 1. Back the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee forward and back without moving the hips. Push against the band forward. Push against the band as you push it back. Suck in that tummy. 4 to go. 4. Push it back. Squeeze that glute. 3, 2, and 1. This is our last thing here. Knee goes down, knee goes up. Internal, external. Cool. 3. Keep those hips perfectly still. Suck in the tummy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Lower down into your shoulder, head into your shoulder. Bring that top leg out in front, lengthen the bottom leg underneath. Working the inner thigh, so make sure that you switch that on. Lift the waist away from the mat. Lift that leg up for 8, 7, squeeze that inner thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circles one way, 4. Don't move your hips, 3. Little circles, 2, 1. Back the other way, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish off with your pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Come on to your backs. Shh. Okay. It's going to be a little bit more glute work here with your abdominals. So, heels nice and close towards the bottom, hands beside your body. Pushing through your heels. Remember, try and relax your neck and shoulders, working just the lower body. And in fact, more the posterior chain. So glutes and hammies, pushing through the heels, working the back of the legs. So lift up one vertebra at a time. This should feel lovely along the spine, a nice little massage. Push each vertebra into the mat just before you lift it off. Lift those hips up nice and high. Squeeze those glutes and hammies. Bring those arms overhead. Oh, lovely. Okay, slowly roll back down, pushing each vertebra into the mat. Arms come down. Let's do that again. Tilt and peel. Relax your neck and shoulders. Push through your heels. Lift each vertebra off the mat. Lift those hips nice and high. Squeeze your glutes. Arms overhead. Slowly roll back down. Bring those arms down. We're going to lift up into our bridge now. We're going to lift one leg at a time off the mat. So depending on how strong those glutes are, you can lift it even just the heel off and down, or you can lift the leg just an inch off the mat, or you can bring the leg into tabletop. So hands beside the body, relax your upper body, push through the heels, tilt the pelvis, peel off the mat. Squeeze those glutes. Lift those hips nice and high. Make sure you have a nice long line between your knees, hips and shoulders. Lift one leg up, so you've got to transfer the weight, push through that standing heel. Lift that leg up, don't drop the hip. Lower back down. Lift the other leg up. Lower back down. 3. So really push through that standing heel. Don't drop the hip as you lift the leg. 4. Suck in the tummy, so ribs to hips, so you're not arching that back. 2. And 1. Slowly lower back down. Hands behind the head. We're going to do the same thing with the legs. As we lift up one leg, we're going to crunch up. Keep your elbows wide. As you come up, eye gaze towards the knees. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, lift up, crunch, and bring one leg into tabletop. Lower back down. Lift the other leg, come up, crunch. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift, suck in that tummy. Don't let it down. Keep those elbows wide. 4. Shh. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. 4. Inhale down. 3. Suck in that tummy. 2. And 1. Lower back down. Hands down beside the body. We're going to go into one-legged bridges. If that's too much, just come into your hip drops. So both feet on the ground and just drop the hip up and down. Otherwise, right ankle onto the left knee. Pushing through that left heel. Slowly peel the spine off the mat, but make sure those hips are even. We're going to hip drop down. So drop the butt down, push back up, squeeze that glute. So you're really pushing through that standing heel. Make sure you suck in the tummy as you lift. Think ribs to hips as you push up, squeeze the glute for 4, 3, 2, hold it up here. Point that right leg up towards the ceiling. Bring it down towards the knee, just to knee height. Flex, bring it back up. Point down towards the knee without dropping the hip. So you've really got to push through that standing heel. 4, suck in the tummy. Still work those abdominals. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up towards the ceiling. Point. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg. Push through both heels. Squeeze both glutes. Slowly roll back down. Hands behind the head, right foot back on the knee. We're going to bring our left armpit towards our right knee, so a little oblique twist. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, lift and twist. Lower back down. Lift and twist. Lower back down. Exhale as you lift, suck in the tummy. Inhale down. Exhale, shh. Inhale down. Keep elbows wide. So I want more the armpit going towards that knee rather than the elbow. Don't pull on the neck. 3, 2, and 1. This time we're going to bring that left foot off the mat as we crunch up into a nice little clam. So you only want to bring those legs, that foot down as far as you can without arching the back. So remember, as soon as you lift that foot off the mat, push your lower back into the mat. So inhale, zip up. Exhale, lift that foot off the mat, crunch up. Shh, into that little clam. Lightly touch back down or just halfway down. And come up. Shh. Really think about pushing that belly button into the spine. Shh. Elbows wide. Eye gaze towards the knee as you lift up into that clam. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Foot down. Bring that right leg up towards the ceiling. Bring it down to that knee height. Flex the foot as you bring that leg up. Come up and crunch. Shh. Point down towards the knee, lower the head. Flex. Bring it up and come up. Point down towards the knee. Flex. Bring your head up, bring the leg up. Suck in the tummy. Point down. Elbows wide. Flex. Lift, point, down, flex, lift, point, down, flex. Suck in the tummy, point, down. Flex, lift, point, down, flex, lift, hold it here, point towards the ceiling. Left hand going towards that right toe, pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those feet as wide as a mat, just windscreen wipe with those legs from side to side. Whatever feels good. You can bring your knees in towards your chest, rock from side to side, round and around. Before we go over to the other side. Okay, one-legged bridge, as I said. If that's too much for you, just do your butt touches down with both feet on the mat. Otherwise, the left ankle now goes onto the right knee. Bring that heel in nice and close to the bottom. Relax your upper body. Shoulders down and back, chin slightly tucked in. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, push through that right heel. Keep your hips totally square and level. Pushing through that right heel, butt touch down for 8. Squeeze back up. Squeeze. As you lift back up, you exhale and think drawing ribs to hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Point that left leg up towards the ceiling. Bring it down just to knee height. Don't drop the hip. Flex. Back up. Point. Down. Flex. Up. Point. Down. Pushing through that standing heel. We are nearly there. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just have pulses. Point through your toe. Pulse up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down. Push through both heels. Squeeze both glutes. Slowly roll back down. Left ankle onto the right knee. Hands behind the head. Thumbs down the side of the neck. That's more comfortable. We're going to bring our right armpit towards that left knee in that oblique crunch. So inhale, zip up. Exhale, lift up and twist. Lower back down. Exhale, lift. Lower back down. Twist. Down. Suck in the tummy. Down. 4 to go. 4. Really working the sides of the abdominals there. 2 and 1. We're going to bring that right foot off the mat into our clams. Suck in the tummy. Don't let that back arch. So push that lower back into the mat when you lift the leg. Inhale, zip up. Exhale, lift that leg. Shh, crunch up. Lower back down. Don't arch that back, so only lower those legs as far as you can without arching that back. Keep your elbows wide. Eye gaze towards the knee as you crunch up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Left leg comes up towards the ceiling. Point through your toe, lower it down. Flex, and as you bring the leg up, crunch up. 8, lower back down. Elbows wide. 7, inhale down. Exhale, flex and up. Point, down. 4, Make sure you're pushing that belly button down towards the spine. Elbows wide, 2 and 1. Hold it there, point through your toe, right hand to the left foot, twisting for 8, pulsing, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees as wide as a mat, windscreen wiper. In fact, undo the band and just windscreen wiper those legs from side to side. Let's put the right foot into the band. Bend the left knee, some nice little leg circles here. Just opening up that hip. So try and turn your knee out to the side. So once again, working a little bit inner thigh. Inhale down, exhale out and around. Inhale down, exhale out and around. Try and keep that standing knee, that left knee perfectly still. So you're just hinging from that, or just that ball and socket going around. So reverse, inhale around, exhale as you bring it back through. Use those abdominals to keep that body perfectly still. Inhale around, exhale as you bring it back through. Inhale around, exhale back through. Keep that in the band and pull that back for your hamstring stretch. So stretch it towards your face, then bend your knee, and then stretch, and bend, and stretch, and bend. Last time, stretch it towards your face, lengthen out that left leg. Bend just into the right hand, left hand out to the side, let that leg fall out to the right. Keep your posture, keep your shoulders on the mat. Nice deep breaths into these stretches. Up towards the ceiling, bend into the left hand, right hand out to the side, and let that leg fall over to the left. Keep your shoulders on the mat. Nice deep breath. Bring that back. Let's switch over to the left foot into the band. Right knee is bent. Leg circles to begin. Turn the knee out. Inhale down. Exhale out and around without moving the body. Keep your shoulders still. Hips are still. You just want that hip socket, that hip ball going around in that hip socket. So out to the side, back up through the center. Inhale around, exhale back up through the center. 3 and 4. Bring that left leg back towards your face for that hammy stretch, and then bend and lengthen, bend and lengthen. Keep your posture, keep pushing your abdominals down towards the mat. And lengthen that left leg. Now lengthen the right leg. Bend into the left hand, right hand out to the side. Let that leg fall out. Keeping your shoulders on the mat. Nice deep breaths into these stretches. Coming up to the center, bands into the right hand, left hand out to the side, and drop that leg over. We're going to do 2 sets of quad stretches. One on our back, our figure 4. So right ankle onto the left knee. Pull that in towards you. Releasing, relaxing that right glute. Circle your ankles one way and then the other. Lower that leg down over to the other side. Left ankle onto the right knee. Bring that in towards you. Circle your ankles one way and then the other. Stretch out your legs, stretch out your arms, and really stretch through your fingers and toes. We're going to bring the right leg, so arms just down beside your body now. We're going to bring the right leg up into tabletop and twist over to one side and then lengthen it. Come back. Then the left leg comes up into tabletop, twist over to one side and lengthen. And then over to the other side, lengthen. Try and push that leg up as high as you can from one side to the other. Shh. 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 And last one. Stretching your hands overhead, come up into your roll up. Inhale, bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, slowly roll up, only using your abdominals to lift yourself up. Stretch over your feet. Lift up. Now, if the pigeon pose is too much for you, go down back, roll down and go down on your back. Do the same glute stretch. Otherwise, the right shin is going to go parallel to the top of the mat. Now you can, with the left leg, you can just do that right angle. That may be enough for you. And then come over that right leg. Or you can stretch that left leg behind you into that pigeon pose. So just a little bit stronger with this stretch on the glute than on your back, but whatever feels more comfortable. But we did a lot of glute work, so we need a lot of stretching in that glute today. Keep lifting up your belly, keep shoulders down and back. And if you get the chance, please do roll your glutes. Let's switch over. So now the left shin's parallel to the top of the mat. You can just bring that right leg at right angles to the body. Otherwise, you can stretch it behind you. Lift up, you've got that left leg in front, so just bring that to the front, the right leg behind you into your mermaid stretch. So the left hand now comes up and over towards the right leg, that back leg. Left hand comes down along the mat, slide along the mat. Right arm comes up and over. And now 3 thread the needles. So inhale, exhale, twist, suck in that tummy. Inhale, lift the arm up, lengthen. And twist. And lengthen. And twist. And lengthen. Push yourself up. Bring that left hand over the top. Now that left hand comes behind you. Push your hips up. Right arm comes up and push back. Lower back down and swap over. So right leg is in front, left leg curled behind. Right hand up and over towards that left knee. Right hand down, slide along the mat, lift the left arm up. 3 thread the needles, twist. Inhale, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, twist, suck in the tummy, and lengthen. And twist, and lengthen. Push yourself up. Right hand back over. Right hand behind you. Push your hips up, lift them up. Bring that left hand back. Come on back down. Bring those knees together. Come up onto your knees. Push up into your down dog. Just pushing those heels into the mat. Now try and push both heels in towards the floor. Push your head through your arms. Lift up the belt. Now bring your head back through your arms. Lift your head and chest up. Now you can put your knees on the floor. You'll feel a lovely stretch in those abdominals. Back into that down dog. Try and press the heels down of your feet. Press into the heels of your hand. Head through your arms, looking back towards your knees. And then back the other way. Lift up. You can try and keep your knees off the floor this time. And back. Walk your feet towards your hands. Keep your head down. Couple little nods, yes. And no. Swish from side to side. Lift that belly and slowly roll back up. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Pull the right wrist up a little higher, over to one side. Then switch, pull on the right wrist. And the other. And the other. Coming back up. Clasp your hands in front, turn them inside out, push away, pushing into those upper back muscles. Release, clasp your hands behind and bring your heels of the hands together and push up. Release, right ear to right shoulder and push the left hand down towards the knee. Lift up, look towards the right. Back to the front. Left ear to left shoulder, right hand push towards the knee. Lift up, look towards the left. Back to the middle. 3 nice deep breaths in. And out. Lift up on your toes if you can. All those little muscles in the feet should feel good. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Shh. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Shh. And a few swishies from side to side. And we are done. Good work, everybody.